Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, and today we're checking out my atomic store. Think atomic shop, but in-game. So this idea came from a couple weeks ago. I'd brought up the idea of what if the atomic shop was an actual location you could go to. I was trying to tell people I thought it'd be kind of cool if you could basically go to the atomic shop, walk through. You could see the outfits on mannequins. You could see the different camp items, wallpapers, whatever it may be. See all the stuff that's currently in the atomic shop in person. And take a good look at it before you end up buying it. Of course, you'd be able to purchase it right there in that store, which would be pretty darn cool. And, you know, some items in the atomic shop, when you look at the screenshots they have, they don't quite represent the item fully. It really helps to be able to see it in person. Another thing, some of those items, you know, you can interact with them and they do things. And it's kind of cool to be able to, you know, test the item out. Well, if I interact with it, what exactly is it going to do? That, and in the past, we've also had, like, some power armors that, you know, talk, do other things. And it'd be kind of interesting to check that out because that is not conveyed in a photo or a brief description. So that's where a lot of my idea of going to an atomic shop and seeing it would be a lot cooler than, oh, look at those screenshots. Now, when I brought the idea up a couple weeks ago, a lot of people backed me up on that idea, which was really cool. I wasn't expecting it to get that much love. But I can't remember who it was, but someone brought up that they had pitched the idea on Reddit. Apparently, some of the people on Reddit were not happy with the idea. And from what I could understand, they didn't like the idea of the atomic shop being wedged down their throat. Now, I look at this and I'm like, man, can you think of very many camps that you can go to right now that don't feature a bunch of atomic shop items? Or how many random players do you run into that are rocking stuff from the atomic shop? I mean, you can find NPCs roaming around the world with atomic shop items on. So I kind of feel like we're way past the point of the atomic shop not being wedged down our throat. So I get where they're coming from, but we passed the point of no return a long time ago. You know, we actually passed it about the point when they put that cardboard stand-up at the train stations. That was a horrible idea. Also because they stole my cardboard cutout that I bought from the atomic shop to try to sell me crap from the atomic shop. That was an insult. And they would have just been better off making the atomic shop a real place that you could go to, alright? Instead of stealing my cardboard cutouts. Anyways, so I get that there's going to be some love-hate with the idea. I will say this much. I don't think this is something they should even consider doing until they iron out more of the bugs. Because when I was going through here and I got to the point where I was going to display weapons and put skins on them, I ran into an issue where I was trying to assign weapons to my display, and we'll say if the item was in my inventory, instead of it putting it on display, it was throwing it into my stash box but not displaying it. If I went into my stash box and tried to assign it, it wouldn't do anything. It was really weird. So I struggled to find weapons that it would let me display, just for the fact that it kept not wanting to do it. I also had an issue where I would assign something and it would say it was there, but it was invisible. Like, it just seemed like weapon displays were all sorts of messed up. At least for me. So there are a ton of issues that they really need to focus on ironing out before they go trying to build an atomic store. I will say I feel like it'd be a somewhat simple thing for them to build if they went about doing it. It's just a matter of, can they do it right? That would be the thing. Also, side note, I'm really proud of my checkout area right here. And the times I've hung out at my camp while people were shopping, they always go to the Halloween vending machine. They almost never go to the checkout line. It's kind of weird. But either way, I just really wanted to try to build the atomic store and see what it was like, because I've never seen anybody else do it. And I figured, you know what? I had the crazy idea. Let's just run with it. See what I can throw together in a couple hours. Now, that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you've enjoyed it. As usual, please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.